Don't you do it. No, resist that. There you go. No, no.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, investors. Hope you guys are rocking and rolling along. It is a beautiful day here, nice and rainy and drainy as we get rock and rolling today. But I hope you all had a great weekend. Had a great classes weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We did our quarterly note buying for Dummies workshop and had some great folks on there, great questions. Not both in Zoom and also with a YouTube channel of folks that were kind of getting a sneak peek there live. But I really am excited about this episode and this training call, as I'm going to call it, because there's always one thing. So it's been already been a great day. All right, as I'm recording this at noon on Monday, it's been a phenomenal day, and I'll tell you a couple of reasons. I always get kind of a high after the class and all the ahas, the nuggets, the light bulbs that go off from people who are attending and learning about my specialty, note investing, but also taking the tools and tricks that we teach throughout the 3 days to help them become better marketers. Because that's the one thing that I always say that there's a variety of things that we excel at, but the number one thing that blows us out of the water compared to anybody else, especially our competition, is the ability to market. And I always love it. I've had conversations, heard people say, Scott Carson's students, Scott Carson's people, they know how to raise capital, they know how to close deals, and they know how to market. And that's what this episode is all about. Because I think there's some strategies that you could be using that I see people aren't implementing. And these are all very simple, very affordable things that you can do on a weekly basis to help you with your daily marketing and how to stand out from the competition, how to get rock and roll. Because I don't want your real estate investing to marketing to be a 40-hour work week job. We do not want that. That's not effective. Okay. I like to share the tools and the strategies that I'm using to help automate things, to help get pre-scheduled things so you can spend a little time on a Saturday or Sunday or an evening after your job or whatever, or if you find 30 minutes while you're sitting at a coffee shop or something like that, that you can implement to put to work a week worth of marketing or a week worth of posts. All right. Now, there's a couple things that I think everybody needs to do, and this is just the law of the land. It's 2026 just right around the corner. Okay. You have to be implementing a couple things, and these are some of the things that still work. You got to have an email system that you send out, and I don't care who you use, Constant Contact, MailChimp, REI, Black Book, Keep. There's a variety of different CRMs to send out to your database, but you have to be sending out to your database, whether it's 100 people or 10,000 people or 65,000 or 100,000 plus, whatever it is. You got to find a CRM, and it all starts with you sending things out. And there are things that you have to realize that you probably aren't aware of. So if you've come from a career job that you didn't have to market your business, you were just a sales guy that showed up to leads, or you were just basically in accounting or whatever it might be, or an admin or whatever what it have done, you didn't handle the day in, day out marketing on the corporate level. I get it. But with you launching your real estate investment stuff, and you're going to need to raise capital and you need to find deals, those are the lifeblood of the business. Well, you just can't sit around thinking that deals are going to fall in your lap if you don't do any marketing. And B, you're not going to raise any capital by just sitting there on the sideline saying, well, I've got a deal. I'm going to go out and start a fire and do a smoke signal. Hey, I got a deal. You know what I mean? Or without talking to people. And I get it. It's the world of the day. We like to hide behind our phones. Well, let's utilize some great tools to help you get things rocking and rolling on your, whatever it is, whether you're buying and wholesaling property or you're buying notes or multifamily stuff, whatever it is. These 3 tools, and I'm going to give you guys, there's a bonus thing coming the week after Thanksgiving that you probably want to attend. It's a 2-day, like 2-hour live online boot camp that one of our artificial intelligence companies that we use is giving me free tickets for you guys to use. I'm joining. It's a service that I use and we'll talk about later today, but will help you stand out from the competition. Okay. And that's the thing. I don't see a lot of people using artificial intelligence in real estate investing. They might use it. There is one guy, Mindy Pollock from Ironwood Capital. He's a big guy out of New York who uses a different like AI image almost daily with his different posts on LinkedIn to tell stories. And I love it. It's humorous. He does a great job. Um, we have our AI clone that we've used and creating, we're updating it and constantly adding new stuff to it and continuing to train it and stuff like that. Like I'll be uploading all the audio replays or the transcription replays for my workshop this week, even though I've done it before, to add new stuff to it to train it on how effective the things. But these things that I'm gonna go through aren't going to cost you a lot of money, okay? And while it was great having a class this weekend, it's even greater when one of my coaching students calls me this morning, and I got to give Brian a big shout out. And Brian calls me. He goes, Scott, I had 2 different people over the past week reach out to me and tell me to keep doing what you're teaching. It was kind of funny. And Brian's new to note investing. He doesn't have a big database. He's looking to raise capital. He met with a guy, an investor in his database, in his network. I think Thursday night he had a conversation, kind of a come to Jesus meeting on some stuff like that. Not that it was a bad thing, but just the guy was asking when he was doing a market for investors, and he goes, "Well, I'm kind of doing some stuff online with LinkedIn. I'm doing an email campaign I'm working on, and I'm also targeting self-directed IRA investors and doing some marketing." He goes, "Keep doing whoever's teaching you that. Keep doing it because that will work." And then lo and behold, Sunday, he gets somebody in his other market, another buddy who's asking what he's doing. He mentions online that he's doing note investing, and one of our past coaching students, we ain't talked to in a while, Logan Hessinger, who went through our coaching a couple years back, reaches out to him because they have mutual friends, and he goes, "Hey, who are you learning the note business from?" And Brian goes, "Well, I'm learning from Scott Carson." And Logan just completely tells him, like, keep doing what you're doing. Scott knows his shit when it comes to raising capital, marketing, and it works if you just will continue with this. And you set up with a continuous aspect. Like we said this weekend, 80% sales happens after the 5th contact, okay? So when Brian calls me this morning to apologize that he hadn't been doing all the things that he needs to be doing, which we all run into that. He works a full-time job, a very stressful job, and his wife both do. I'm like, I'm not mad at you. I'm here for the long term. My students are my coaching students. They're my family. I'm here. I'm not upset. I just know that I need to hold your hand accountable, which I do. And so that's what kind of spawned this episode, are how you can use a couple things to help automate things. And as we roll into the holidays, it's very common for people just to kind of put it, well, I'm not going to do anything for the next 2 weeks, or I'm not going to do anything till the first year. Look, you cannot do that and be successful long term. You have to realize any extra actions you take right now, anything extra you do marketing wise, post wise, tweaking what you're focused on is going to help you long term. If you wait till January 2nd, because you're not going to do anything January 1st, because you're either going to be hungover from the party you go to, or you're going to be watching college football, which I know I will be busy watching college football on January 1st, because that's one of my favorite things to do, right? Is you're behind the 8 ball. But guess what? While I'm sitting on my butt watching college football, or going to my sister's house and my mom's house for Thanksgiving this weekend, the marketing machine doesn't stop. While I was teaching a class the last 3 days, the marketing machine doesn't stop. It keeps going because we have set things up on autopilot that you can all do the same thing through. And so that's what this episode is all about. It's also, too, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to use this episode for our coaching students, because these are things that they all should be using. So if Judy's on, Judy is on here, or if you're watching online, guess what? These are things I've probably mentioned, but I want to walk you through it a little bit easier for you to help you out with some things. Okay, so here's what I always like to say. First and foremost, you need to go get you a CRM. I don't care if it's REI, Blackbook, MailChimp, whatever it is. You got to have something you can communicate directly with your audience, your warm market, your asset managers, whatever it might be, on a weekly basis. Now, this is not social media posting. This is something that's actually going to be an email blast that goes out. And that's the easiest thing you do once a month, was sending out like a happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year thing. You got Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas. You could even do Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Easter, not Happy Easter, wrong 6 months of the year. But Happy Hanukkah for our Jewish friends, and then Happy New Year. Those are basically 3 to 4 posts that you could do. And they come at different times, right? So you got Thanksgiving in 3 days. You've got, roll into that, was it Hanukkah, and then Christmas, and then New Year's. So technically, this is thing just to touch base to spread some warm joy. Now somebody's like, well, am I going to wish everybody happy Hanukkah? Yeah, why not? You don't know their religion, and it just shows that you're taking the extra step, and it's an extra touch. It's one of those touches, and great things happen after the fifth contact. Okay, so we're not going to go through how to write an email. We're not going to go through how to upload a list to your CRM because it's going to be a little bit different. But this is something you could send to your entire contacts, whether it is your warm contacts, your banking, asset managers, your wholesaler list, your private investors, something just warming, putting something out there for them. Okay, so the first thing I like using, oh, where is it here? I just had it pulled up, is Canva. Now, Canva, I even went in this morning a little bit. Here we go. Let me go over to Canva here. So Canva is one of those services that it's going to cost you a little bit per year, not much. I don't even know what pricing is on things because I've had it for so long. I think I pay like $12.99 for lifetime. I maybe pay a little bit more. Even if it's $99 a month, it is so well worth it. All right, so I think you guys can see my screen. Yep, share my screen. Okay. And you can do a whole variety of things. And if you can't come up with an idea for something to talk about the holidays, guess what? Canva has this amazing AI design template. You can put your designs in there, put up there templates you can create. There's so many different templates on there you can use. So like we'll just type in, we'll just like it even says up like Thanksgiving. So we'll just say Thanksgiving and see what it says for templates. Class agenda, all sorts of different things. Get Thanksgiving fun trivia, all these different things you can use. Happy Thanksgiving Day presentation. Okay. But what I like better is doing this Canva AI thing here. And we've done this already where we went and I want to show you the stats. You just type in what you want as far as an idea design. So let me pull this up here. So what I did, so you guys can see this, is I went in here, I said, okay, and this is from your morning. I said, can you create social media posts based on Instagram as the size and template that I want, that I can use to celebrate all the major holidays with my warm audience? Please use weclosednotes.com logo at the bottom of the post. Well, it didn't include it included space to put the com. But you see happy holidays, holiday cheer, celebrate the joy of blank holiday with all the shared today. Okay, so it's kind of generic that you can tweak it up there. Some holiday cheer images, which is kind of fun there, a family around the fireplace or the table. Celebrate the warm major holidays. Okay, so it literally kind of took my thing, which I didn't like that prompt. Okay, so I went in here and said, can you create social media posts based on Instagram that I use to celebrate all the major holidays with my community? Please use my weclosednotes.com logo at the bottom. Create an image for Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, Memorial Day, Father's Day, Mother's Day. Gotta love when my cat jumped on the screen here. And all these things. I say on it giving me a thing. So then it came up with some different images here, which were not too bad. Okay. So it kind of came up with kind of a thing. Now I should have added with using my colors. I should have uploaded my logo to it. I could have done some things, but you can see New Year's logo. It gave it with about 12 different images, which is not too bad. Then it also kind of gave it with some holiday cheer for me. Okay. So then I said, okay, please create an Instagram image for each major holiday. I want the individual images to say, and then I said, Happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas. And I gave more specific on it, more holiday Instagram. So it came up with some stuff like Thanksgiving. That's not a bad one there. Pretty cool, right? Happy Thanksgiving if I wanted to use that one. All right. All right. It also came up with some more on it. So what I also do, you can click on more holidays, Instagram post design, because Canva, depending on when you log into it, will automatically like start prompting you for different designs you can use. Well, obviously it's Thanksgiving area now. All right. So it's coming up with different things that you can use, templates to automate it stuff for you. Now, the thing besides the design Thanksgiving, I think you should spend time. If you're here creating one, you could go in here and create at least the next four. And you see Merry Christmas, the Merry Christmas ones on here. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You can upload your photo, your headshot there and say, hey, can you use this headshot as well for you? So let's do one other thing. Let me go on here and upload my photo here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. All right. So we're just going to use the one that we've been using for a while. We'll just say blue. It's a headshot of me that I use. It's actually an AI headshot that I've used. Show all 7. Should already be in here. Oh, where is it here? I'm just doing a quick search there. Let's do Scott Blue and then Scott. There we go. Let's show all images. There we go. Scott Blue Suit Office means Scott Blue Suit Office. I'll just hit Blue Suit. Okay. All right. So please create, use my headshot. Please create a social media image for Instagram using the attached photo of me wishing my friends and family a very Merry Christmas. And we use Christmas because we're Christians, and we'll put it in there. That's what we use. So let's see what it says. It pops up in here for you guys. Okay. And it says, oh, on it, hang on tight for a moment while I put your Instagram post together. And it can take it a little bit for while it's reviewing the photo, stuff like that. And you can see it pulled in here, week close notes. There we go. Open daily from that. Celebrating the holiday season, Merry Christmas. And you can click on these images and attach it and edit it. Okay. Use Canva editor. I can change the thing. I can expand this a little bit, this photo. There we go. And now I have an image. Now I can go back and use the same thing for like St. Patrick's Day or whatever it is. The idea is don't just create one image. Now take the opportunity to create you a year's worth of content, 12 months of holidays there you can celebrate. Now, would you send it out to your email list? Yes, you could go to your CRM, pre-schedule the emails to go out the day before or the 2 days before so you're heads of everybody, okay? You could also go over to a service called Buffer, okay? Now, Buffer is a great social media workspace where you can actually go in here, log in and create an account, and it can actually post to all of your social media profiles, photos, blogs, articles. Now, Buffer is free if you're only going to use 2 social media channels. So like I like LinkedIn, Twitter. Those are 2 of our biggest social media. Yes, we have big on Facebook as well. My Facebook business profile, I could use that as well. Whatever. But if you're going to use 1 or 2, it's $8 a month per handle. So if you're going to use 3, it's $24 a month. If it's 4, it's $32. But the great thing, once you log in, and you can get started for free, you can use a free trial this for a while. It is one of the best booking things. Now, I don't use this so much now because we use so much in video side. And so we use OpusClip.ai as a tool that I use to upload a video. I'm just going to share this with you as well, too, so you guys can kind of see what's going on here. And I talked about this over the weekend. And so what I can do is if I go home here, see, I'm in my own home here. I can upload a video. So like I did an interview on last week with a real estate investor, realtor, fix and flipper, Lisa Ferris, who's got a book coming out about raising capital, right? And she's going to be doing her book releases December 5th, which if you're listening to this, you'll see an episode come up for December 5th. But I took her the Zoom video. I go into OpusClip.ai, upload it here, which I did yesterday. It's easy just to drop a Zoom link or an actually video file into it. And I clicked on it. I upload it to, now OpusClip goes out there and reads the videos. It takes the transcription and it does its AI magic to create these short videos of my longer form content. Anywhere, like this one's 1.5 to 48 seconds to 35 seconds. It's going through this almost hour-long interview in finding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 28 videos, 28 shorts is created. I didn't touch it. It went out, found it, and then it's also creating the title of it. If you click on like this one here, I'll just click on this one. Well, before I click on it to schedule it, but I can download the images. I can actually go back and edit the images, but it gives me a ranking. So it ranks these 28 videos from a 99 down to a 74. Now that's their viral score. Sometimes it's right, sometimes it's wrong about if it's going to do better than others. Okay. Now, With short videos, I used to get 1,000, 2,000 views, a lot of videos, but YouTube changed the algorithm about a month ago. So if I get a couple hundred views on it, guess what? I'm happy about that. It still gets views to my channel, but the great thing is I can click on here and hit the little calendar button to schedule this thing. And what's going to pop up is a calendar. It's basically the the scheduler, the mass scheduler. And I can pick when I want this thing scheduled. Now, what I do with these videos, since we crank a lot of this content out, is I schedule roughly a short video from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. All right. So basically, that's 10 short videos per day that I do Sunday through Thursday. And then on Friday and Saturday, I do from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Because Friday and Saturday, most people are out living their life, not versus looking at social. But this has helped me grow my YouTube channel to going anywhere from 50 to 100,000 views on my YouTube channel per month. It also has helped me grow my followers, subscribers aspect of it, and being honest. But it doesn't just post it to YouTube. I don't know what's going on with this. Like, it's spinning here for a little bit. Let's try a different one. Once I click on the schedule thing, there we go. It pops up here. So now it'll generate the copy. It'll create the title. So it created the title from Book Realtor to 117K in 3 hours. It takes it and it gives me the little short blog of it. It gives me hashtags on it. And over the left-hand side, it shows you all the places it's going to post to. It's going to go post to my Facebook Note Camp account, my Note Closer Show Facebook page, my Scott Carson Facebook page, my Scott Carson Instagram account, my We Close Notes page on LinkedIn, the Note Closer Show page on LinkedIn, my Scott Carson page on LinkedIn, my Scott Carson TikTok account. I can also post it to Scott Carson Twitter, which I don't know why I was doing that. And then also to my YouTube channel. It automatically posts it there. Now, is it going to go and put all the little keywords like the 500 text keywords per video? No, I will go back and mass do that to YouTube. But I can go here and I can schedule this all across the board whenever I want to. So I'm going to pick, it's going through here. I can regenerate. If I don't like what it says, I can hit regenerate all, and it'll go find real estate investing, find and fund any deal. All right, so I like this. So I'm going to select the time now, and I want this to go out December 5th. All right, that's a Friday. So I'm going to pick Friday, which is when she does her book launch. So I'm going to do Friday at 9 a.m. Okay. I'm going to hit schedule. And guess what? I can go back now and over that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, take these 28 to 30 videos, and I can schedule them all Friday, Saturday, Sunday ahead of time. So while that weekend is off and rock and roll and I'm doing something fun, guess what? I have a post that's going out every hour on the hour across my whole social media. You know, some people are like, well, that's a lot of videos. That's a lot of shorts across different things. Yes, but it's the idea of it's automated and it's getting the word out, sharing what I'm doing. People don't know what the heck you're doing. They do not have ESP. They have ESPN, right? They don't know what you're talking about. So you have to share constantly with people what your focus is on. If you want to market your business, this is a great way if you're going to do a longer form content, which is usually designed to be like 10 minutes or longer. Do it. Now, what does it cost? It costs about $29 a month for me to do this. And with $29 a month, I get basically 330 short videos I can use. All right. And what constitutes basically a credit? Basically, when I upload a video, it takes 1 credit for how long the video is. So this video was, I guess, 51 minutes long. So it tagged me for 50 credits. All right. If I run out of credits, I can always upgrade for 300 more credits for another $29 a month. That's not going to double charge me. Okay. But this is honestly one of the coolest tools that we have used to schedule content to go. Now, of course, you got to come up with ideas, right? And maybe you're not as excited about video, like, oh my God, what am I going to talk about? That's fine. The other thing is Buffer, like we talked about. You could go to Buffer, you could go create images in Canva, and then go to Buffer, log into Buffer, and then you can pick out and pre-schedule your whole month. All right, so like this one, same thing. I could connect my Facebook, my LinkedIn, my Twitter account. I could pick all channels. I can connect my Instagram, connect my Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, TikTok, whatever I want, Pinterest. And I can click on one thing. Like I'll click on today's the 24th. Let's click, I'll take a little plus sign, add a post, select a channel. I'm gonna go up here to LinkedIn. I'm sorry, Twitter and LinkedIn. All right, I'm gonna drag and drop a file. I'm gonna click on select a file. Let's look at downloads. Actually, I did a little video. I'll show you something. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm gonna upload a little video here. And yes, you can post video there. And I'll show you how I create this little like 20-second video wishing everybody happy Thanksgiving. Okay. All right. And I'm gonna say, actually, let me go and change this, not from November 25th. Let's change this to the 26th. Okay. All right. And I say, I just want to wish all of our family, friends, and extended note family a very happy and safe Thanksgiving. Hopefully, and that's going to go across. Hopefully, you are spending it with family, watching a little football, and eating too much turkey. We are thankful for you all. Hashtag Thanksgiving 2025. All right. Now I'm going to copy, and it's going to go across both of those. Okay. And nope, I'm just going to hit boom tags. I'm going to hit, and there you go. There's a little video that I uploaded. So if you can see the screen here, it's a 20-second video I created in another service that you can use. So I'm just hit schedule post for that. Now it's going to post those to both Instagram and Twitter, which are two of our bigger accounts. Now you can do the same thing. You could go out, create those images in Canva, and then go to buffer.ai and pre-schedule your social media posts for 12 months. If you got a list of notes or a list of properties you're trying to wholesale or flip, or you got a new podcast episode, you could go in here and post these things. That's one of the things that our VAs do on a regular basis, done for us on this. We do so much more with OpusClip now, so they spend a little time on it. But it takes all the headache out of trying to figure out what to post or how to use that. And so that's why I like using OpusClip. For me, if you don't want to use video, guess what? Go to use Buffer and use images from Canva that you can create, or upload pictures of the properties you're dealing with, or a past case study. Those are things that will help besides just your email address. Now, this is what I'm saying. Buffers, if you're two accounts, it doesn't cost you anything at all. Okay. And this is if you're not using something else, this is one thing that you can help you to start growing your audience, growing your connections, and marketing your business, getting the word out on what you're doing. All right. So we've already talked about Buffer. We talked about OpusClip taking longer form. Maybe you don't have any videos. Maybe you aren't comfortable in front of the video. So you could go over to Hey Jen. Now, Hey Jen is this great AI tool that you can use for $29 a month. I think you get unlimited short videos under 15 minutes. Okay, maybe, no, it's $99 a month. Actually, hang on. Let's look at this. I can't remember what it is. Where is it here? Oh, I'm trying to see history, security, subscriptions, and API. Here we go. Manage billing. Hey, Gen Creator. Oh, you get 200. Yeah, if you have a free account, there we go. Video translation. You can translate you can translate videos to Spanish, English, and stuff like that too. It's pretty freaking cool. But I use you can a free account. Basically, get 200 credits used. So I've messed around with the free version of it because we've been using some other stuff recently. But 200 minutes a month used. You can use that, okay? And that's a beautiful thing. Let's see, including your plan, all time limits, photo avatars. You can use unlimited photo avatars. That's the great thing. So let's go back here. And so when I was thinking about it, let me go to my account here. Oh, click on avatars here. So I can go in and, it's like I said, unlimited avatars, unlimited images. So I upload, I think 8 to 12 photos, okay, of myself, headshots, either standing or from the waist up, stuff like you can do the same thing. And I can type in what I want. So what I did is I went in here and said, okay, can you take an image? Can you create an image of me dressed like a Quaker holding a turkey for Thanksgiving. They have my head talking. So at first it came up with these different images down here. I also said, hey, can you put me in a green suit standing in front of a house on fire? Okay. And it did that, right? Um, and it can make the picture of the fire. I said green suit, blue suit. When I said Quaker, I don't know why it put me in this suit here, but I went and adjusted. No, make it more Thanksgiving festive, and I was happy with these two. So same thing. If I click on this, it has some animation with the leaves falling, and so you can kind of see this is only a 6 second, kind of give you a bit of an idea of what the original avatar is. Probably can't hear it. It's talking with an AI video. It doesn't sound like me anything at all, right? But I went on to here. If we go over to, there we go. Where's my videos? Give me a second. Here we go. Video agent. There we go. And I can type in here, take my AI or whatever I want to, projects. There we go, projects. This is probably better. There we go. 20-second. So happy Thanksgiving. I already like the video. And you won't be able to hear the sound on it. So I created the script. I uploaded 3 minutes of my audio from a Zoom call where I'm talking or a video training thing or something like that, upload to it. So I went and grabbed my voice, which it sounds pretty close to my voice, but as good as I can get it. And then I type in the text in the script, some spaces when I take a pause. And now I have a 20-second video that I love, where if you can't, you're not going to be able to hear it. If you're watching the video, you can see it's literally moving my head like I'm talking, like normal. And my hand gestures, it's also got me holding a turkey, right? And I'm going to use this to blast it across the country. Now I could go do the same thing. Let me go back here, and let's go back here with my avatars. And so I'm going to think about, what do I need to do? I'm going to create an avatar. Create new. Have me start from a photo. Design with AI. I'm going to use my AI because that's where I got my information there. And I'm going to go down here, and Scott's sitting on a monitor desk. No, let's have Scott dressed up as Santa Claus with a red bag of toys over his shoulder, with the background being the North Pole with a reindeer and sleigh in the background. Let's see what it looks like. Let's just see what it says. Okay, let's see what it does. Give it a second to while it's going through that. But that's the thing, like all these images have me standing in a burnt orange sport coat in front of the Austin Capitol, and it came up with it. Have me dressed up as a mariachi band standing in front of the Alamo. Okay. Okay. Have me wearing a suit just standing in front of the thing. Have me wearing a green suit. Have me wearing a blue suit. Have me skydiving. Have me skydiving over the ocean looking at the screen. Okay. Have me dressed as a state trooper. Have me dressed holding, $100 bills. Have me as a Jedi. Have me sitting next to the pool with a cold drink and a microphone. All right. Have me walking across Tampa Bay. Have me standing in Cowboy Stadium. All right. Wearing a blue suit and a cowboy hat. Right. And it comes up with these things because I've uploaded 12 different images to it. So let's see what the Santa Claus, Scott Claus looks like as it's taking some time there. It'll be funny to see. All right. And then I also said, have me standing in the street. And I've used these for some of my videos where I come up with a 5-minute description video. I write the transcript, the spacing, and I upload there. Well, it gets my head moving. And I can set up, if I'm like giving a speech, I'm telling a joke, I'm being serious, giving a presentation, I can adjust the different settings on how serious I am. Now, if you don't like your face, okay, you don't like how you look, guess what? You can go create fake profiles. Not you, but other avatar profiles of men, women, color, doesn't matter what your skin color is. It can create it there for you and help you create faceless videos with educational stuff if you want. All right. And so this is one thing no one can create, mess around. So I've got my Thanksgiving one, which took it took about 15 minutes to create during my break yesterday between one of my things. And like I said here with you on Zoom today as we're recording this, it's probably taking about 5 minutes to create, which is a-okay. But it's stuff that you can use, whether images, if you want to just use an image and take that image and copy it and go put it into Canva, use it as your base image to do around it, or create a short video when it comes to what you want to do. And I love using this kind of stuff. It makes you look, it looks professional. It's a whole lot better than I could try to figure it out myself, right? By just typing in and prompting it, okay? And while it's often working, it's working its magic, okay? Now I could also do have me dressed. Let's do another one. Have me thinking ahead of time. Have me dressed in a red suit, holding a bouquet of red roses, standing um uh in a restaurant with candles burning behind me. All right, we'll just say that and see what it does there. Now, here's the images of Scott Carson claws. Okay, so I don't like what they did with the beard. The beard doesn't look good. I can go back and adjust it, but I do like this one. That's pretty cool, right? I'm gonna click on this one and I'm gonna hit edit to look. Describe what you like to do. Take away the beard. And see what it does. Take away the beard. All right. But it's not a bad image, even with the beard, right? It's got the reindeer behind me, North Pole. Pretty cool. And I could have that voice talking. And same thing, is a little bit closer here. Get rid of the red beard. This one's not bad, too. I would just get rid of the beard. This might be a little skinnier than I am, which I don't like. But it's not so bad. I could say, okay, let's use a different image of it. You know, if anything, you use AI to show that you've gone on a massive weight loss without using Ozempic. You know what I mean? Uh, But you guys, it takes just a few minutes, a few ideas to mess around with. And here's the thing. Hey, Jen, I don't get paid for this. The week after Christmas, Hey, Jen is hosting a 2-day online boot camp for free. Or I'll put the link in the video, the link in the audio, the podcast for you guys to take advantage of. There's no cost to it. I don't make anything off it. And it's like a 2 to 3 hour, like from 11 a.m. Central. It's actually 9 a.m. Pacific to like noon. So it's like a 3 hour thing on Wednesday and Thursday next week, which I would highly encourage you guys to jump on and play around with. Some of you guys are going to like this. Some of you guys are going to keep doing business as normal and not do anything to help it grow your and stand up for the competition. I can't help you. But this is a free class that I am already registered for. I get noticed to it, and I want to make sure as many people saw this as possible to help you automate and come up with marketing ideas to help you stand out from the crowd. Very few people are doing this. Yes, a lot of people are using AI to create blogs, articles, emails. You can do that. They're using things to create systems, checklists. That's great. You can do all this stuff to evaluate due diligence files, collateral files, values, and stuff like that. We use it to also find email addresses for like asset managers and people. Now, here you go. Look at this. Boy, I kind of like these. These look pretty good with me standing holding some roses on this. Like happy Valentine's Day. I can make my voice change. The tie, the bow tie. Damn, I'm a sexy, you know what I mean? It's pretty freaking hilarious there. Scarlet Rose, and I could say, I could add motion to this. Let's do this one. I probably like this one the most. We're going to click add motion. And so I'm going to have a dynamic announce a keynote speak for thoughtful conversation. Let's just do that. Hit generate looks. All right. And now it's going to go out there and add motion to that video. All right. Let's go same thing here. Where did they do anything with Scott Carson removing the beard? Nope, they haven't done it yet. Please remove the beard. I thought it changed it. Okay. Smooth chin Simon. See, it didn't take the beard off, but it's actually a better beard that way versus a stringy beard and the other things. Okay. But that's the thing, I should have said no beard. When you think Santa, you think of a big white beard. But guess what? I could use that if I wanted to. There was one year in San Antonio years ago. It'd been over 15 years, but Santa every year has San Antonio has a thing called Elf Louise Project, where all these organizations come there to donate toys. They get about 60 guys to dress up as Santa and you go deliver toys to the needy kids. I did that one year and it was a lot of fun. And I had a full beard on, but you couldn't tell it was me because it was such a full beard. But it was a lot of fun going out and delivering toys to kids, stuff like that. You could do the same thing here. Hey, Santa Claus just wanted to wish you a very Merry Christmas. Okay, so we got some changes taking place here. Yep. Well, it's got a better beard. It didn't like my beard aspect of things, but I could upload the photo. Okay, it's actually a better looking beard than it is that stringy ass beard. So I actually might like that, but I'll probably go back to it. And the same thing with a motion. Let's do this. Let's create motion on this one. Add motion, and we're going to do telling a funny story, and it generate looks. As simple as pressing a few buttons. It's got a lot of the questions already figured out there for you. Now you just got to mess around and create images and use some stuff. Now that's a pretty good one too. I like the white bow tie, the red tie. I could say, okay, tweak it this, tweak it that, and make some changes to it. All right. Or I can go in here and say, nope, just like this. I'm gonna hit delete this one because I don't want to waste my time with it. Delete. There we go. This is kind of fun for me. You can go down a rabbit hole pretty fast. But the idea, if you got a Saturday or Sunday, just think about that. Okay, what am I going to do? Like St. Patrick's Day is coming up with the Irish flag, and I'm holding a beer, wishing you happy St. Patrick's Day, happy Valentine's Day. Fall in love with notes or fall in love with your investments this weekend, right? Happy 4th of July. Let's do another one here. Let me create a new one, and let's select start from a photo, design with AI, and we're going to use Scott AI, which is my images. Create an image with me dressed up looking like Uncle Sam. With fireworks exploding in the skies behind me on a clear, dark night. Let's just see what it says. No beard. Looking like Uncle Sam without a beard. But there we go. Let's see what it says there now. See what it looks like. Okay. So it just gives you a bit of an idea what it's going to look like with emotion. So it's got my head moving, me holding the hands and turning side to side, which is okay. I'll update my own video on that. I might have too thin a neck on that one. Okay. I'm going to pick one that looks maybe a little bit more, maybe like that one. Like that one. That's pretty cool. I'm going to hit, let's add motion to it. And like I'm talking naturally. You hit generate looks. Okay. So you can upload your photos. You don't have to be somebody, find a good, 8 to 12 photos of you. And then you could create short little videos like, hey, check out this new deal we've got coming below. We got a new deal coming to our market. We've got a new deal for our investors. Hey, do you have any non-performing notes in your books that you look at? That, I might need to do that. I might need to send an email out to asset managers with me. Oh, look at this. Look at this AI. This is pretty good. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Fireworks Sam. Fireworks Sam. This is pretty good, my cheeks. I might have to do that. That's pretty stinking good. I kind of like that, right? Let's do this one. Let's generate motion on this one. Add motion. Telling a funny story and hit generate looks. See what happens. And I go back in here and said, hey, also with stuff while it's working through that. Say have it, the fireworks exploding, this guy's behind me. Oh, but that's a good still image. If I don't want to use the video aspect of it, that's still a great image to say, hey, wishing you and your family a happy 4th of July, right? I'm thinking ahead. I'm thinking ahead. Same thing, Christmas, whatever it might be. These are all things that will help you stand out from your audience. Downloading the video, it's pretty easy to download, and then uploading it to your Buffer account, to your YouTube account, to your email blast stuff. Now, if you need help getting stuff done because you still don't have the time or the resources to do that, then you should check out Riva Global. Now, they're who we use for our VA services. They're phenomenal. And they can actually help you with a lot of our other things. So rivaglobal.com. All right. Oh, they run a deal right now for Black Friday, 50% off VA placement fee. So you're usually going to pay I think a placement fee of $250, somewhere around there, from to go interview, find people. If you can get that half off, why not use them? All right. But scheduling a strategy session with Preston and his team over there, these guys are phenomenal. We love using them. They're who we recommend on a regular basis, but they can do phone calls, outreach, evaluation, images, social media. They can spend time posting to your Buffer accounts, creating images in Canva, do all this stuff for you at such a great price for you. I've also got, there's a list. They also, if you go in here and sign up for, let's go back to their website here. If you go back to Riva Global, you can actually, there's a download here you guys should take advantage of. And so go to their resources and go to their downloads. Click on downloads. And then download the 100+ tasks to delegate to a real estate virtual assistant. It's just a drop in the bucket. I can create my own list of things to do. All right. But Riva Global is who we love doing. You can start off with 20 hours a week. Think of all the things you can have them do. Creating custom images that goes to your IRA investors, your custom postcards, your custom posts, your bookkeeping, your due diligence, tax, all that stuff can be taken care of by Riva by leveraging Buffer, OpusClip, HeyGen, just to name a few of the cool tools that will help you. Canva.com, by leveraging AI to get things done. So I wanted to go through these things with you today because it's such a valuable thing. When I was talking to a couple of folks, it's all about, well, it seems overwhelming. What do we do? Well, guess what? Give it a few prompts. Let somebody gifted, like a VA, go out and start creating some things, or leveraging by typing a few things into AI like Canva and help them come up with a solution for what you want to get done. And I only want you guys to be successful, but you've got to up your marketing. Doing the minimum or trying to get all your ducks in a row isn't going to be successful for you. I'm not trying to spend 30, 40 hours a week. I'm showing you this here in an hour, some of the different things that you can do to start preparing and stand out from the crowd. So let's go back one more time and let's see. There's a boot camp here. I will post it in the links to you for you guys to take advantage of. Get signed up for that HeyGen boot camp. Well worth it. I'm so excited about this. Otherwise, I wouldn't be talking about it, because I just saw it this morning. I'm like, oh my gosh. Yes. Let's do some cool stuff in the new year. Let's stand out from the crowd. Let's make you some money by leveraging AI and some of these great services to really just knock it out of the park in 2026. Let's take your market to a whole different level and just absolutely shock and awe, as I like to say, everybody. Are there any questions, any comments? I suppose I should probably go on here on the chat roll and enable people if they want to ask questions. Let's do that. If you're on here watching. So I don't know who's on YouTube this morning, but anyway, there's a ticket for you guys. I will shoot it up there. I've already shared it to my LinkedIn account and shared it to my Twitter account as well for you to take advantage of. So if you're on those two, go over, click on the link, get signed up. Like I said, it doesn't cost anything. I don't make anything about it, but I'm just a huge fan of HeyGen as one of my AI services that's helped me do some amazing things. All right. If there's no other questions, guys, go take advantage of this. Just do something, learn something new today. Buffer is the easiest thing. Canva is the easiest thing. Drag and drop. They've got great video tutorials on there. Or if you can't come up with an idea, just type in an idea what you're doing, upload some images of photos of properties, and it will make you look like $1 million. And it's the same type of tools that you have that these billion-dollar companies like Starbucks and other things are using. You might as well use them. Doesn't take too long to go through and create some cool stuff. Little things add up exponentially in a big way. All right, so go do it, take some action, and we'll see you at the top, everybody. Bye.